Alrighty guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of Board Games Are for Everybody. Today we are continuing on with Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion. As you can see, it is getting much harder to fit everything into the screen. We are on scenario 5. This is the last scenario that is in the instruction booklet. So going forward from this point, there aren't going to be any new rules being introduced, and we're just going to be able to go on our merry way. So I think we're just going to hop right into this and get started. We've got everything set up. We did have this card from last time where we lost 5 gold and we could shop for 5 less gold at the shop, but I don't think there's anything I really want to buy at the moment, so we're just going to be passing up on that. We need to grab our gold cards. Shuffle these up. Let's see what we got. So 2 to each character, and we will choose one to keep. So for the red guard, we have the Straggler. Never use a short rest, so you'd only be able to use long rests, or never end your turn adjacent to any of your allies. And I think that's the one we're going to go with. The short rests are something I use quite a lot. I typically don't use long rests because I don't really have any items that need them. I have the Poison Dagger, but we really haven't used that. We should start using that. But I think we're going to go with the Recluse. We have to try to never end our turn adjacent to our additional party member here. And for the hatchets, we have Die Hard. Never allow your hit points to drop below half of your maximum. Or we have Egoist, collect more money tokens than any other character. Now, there is no money on this board, so unless the treasure chest gives us coins, the Egoist is a bit of a waste. So I guess we're going to have to go with the Die Hard, and we're going to have to try not to end up with 4 or less hit points by the end of the round. I'm just going to toss this down here in the corner so that we can remember where it is. This one we can toss here. Get these back in the bag here. And then we will just, we'll get started. As you can see, we have 3 enemies on this map. One of them is a boss enemy that will be activated once we get into the final room at the back there. As you can also see, we have some new traps that have been implemented. These are poison traps that cause both muddle and poisoning. We also have new enemies. The Chaos Demons are going to be joining this fight. And we also have quite a lot of traps all around our board here. Outside of that, we have our regular Zealots. We got everything started, so sorted, I should say. So let's just get right into things. Scenario 5, a deeper understanding. You identify the most horrid smelling of the corridors leading off from the abattoir basement and continue your search for answers about what is happening to these corpses and why. Lighting torches, you descend into the dark recesses. Moments later, you hear the scruffling of feet and hissed whispers coming from in front of you. The ritual has been interrupted. We will finish it at the Nexus, but there's a brief pause and then cursing. They approach. Quickly, stall them while we complete preparations. The echo of footfalls starts to recede before another voice emerges from the darkness. But how? I cannot hold them off myself. Open a rift, the first voice yells. Not much farther away. They must be stopped. You begin to rush forward. Clearly, these maniacs don't want you to smash your way through, so that's exactly what you're going to do. That is, until multiple red lights appear in front of you, violently ripping open the fabric of reality into some other plane. The circle of rifts illuminate the face of the zealot at the center, full of panic and fear. From the rifts emerge creatures of pure chaos, their movements a nightmarish flurry of claws, wings, and tendrils. One of them grabs the screaming summoner and forces him into a gaping maw in its demon's chest. There is a wet crunch, and the man's head disappears. The creatures then turn their attention to you. They fan out, eyeing you maliciously, while one finishes its meal. And it doesn't look like we have any special rules for this first section, so it looks like we're just going to be getting into it. So let's see. We only have Chaos Demons here on the first room. So we have a move of -1 with an attack of +1. And if they can consume one of these dark light things, which is not up, all enemies adjacent to the target suffer 1 damage with a priority of 52. So let's get started here and see what we have. So we have to make sure that the red guard does not finish its turn next to the hatchet. So we need to get some movement going on here. Move 2 with jump. 1, 2. We could do that. Move 2 with jump, I think, would be a good start. And then we can do an attack of 3 with range of 2 and pull, but I don't really want to pull. We can do this attack of 3, range of 2 for immobilize, though. So that looks like a good starting point. We're going to go 16 with the red guard, and for the hatchets, how much HP do these guys have? I didn't check that. All of their attacks inflict muddle. They have 8 HP with a movement of 3 and an attack of 3. Did that only just start happening? Did they only just start putting attacks on the cards, or have they always been like that? So they have an attack of +1 plus an attack of 3. So an attack of 3 plus 1. Is that how that works? Oh man, I think I've been doing combat wrong. And movement wrong, for that matter. I apparently was not paying attention to the cards. Well, that's going to make things a lot harder. Okay, well, we've just been doing these first 4 scenarios completely wrong. Completely wrong. Absolutely wrong. We're going to remedy that now that we know what our actual movement is. I clearly missed that during the instructions, but on the actual monster cards here, it shows their health, their movement, and their attacks. So I'm going to have to keep that in mind. That is totally on me. That definitely would explain why I wasn't taking a whole lot of damage in the first 3 scenarios. This is about to start getting hard because I haven't been playing the game properly. However, we are going to be immobilizing this one guy closest to us, so he won't be able to move towards us at least, so that'll be good. And maybe we can try and take him out. An attack of 2 at range 4. Place 1 of your character tokens on this card. You may attack +3 to any of your ranged attacks by moving the token from this card to the target after the attack ability is resolved. Those are both tops, though, so we'd have to wait until next turn to be able to use this guy. Attack of 1, an attack of 6 at range 3, but that would get rid of the card. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to end up moving towards it and then attacking. I need a movement of at least 3. There we go. That works. Move 3 with jump, immobilize, target all enemies adjacent to any hex you enter during the movement. See, I think I've been reading these cards wrong too, because the way I interpreted this, because this one makes it seem like you either pick one or the other, but this one makes it seem like you do both, because this one's saying that you target all enemies adjacent to any hex you enter during the movement. But I don't think we have any top movements, so you wouldn't be moving at all while you're doing that, which makes me think that it's from this bottom card. Move 3, push 2, target 1 adjacent enemy. Double the value of your next attack this round. But we'd have to get rid of the card. This is a card we want to hold off on because we have to discard it regardless of which one we use. So we don't want to use it quite yet. Never allow your hit points to drop below half. Okay, that's going to be tricky. Okay, so I think we're going to go with this move 3. And we're going to do this attack of 3. So we're going to be going at 18, not that it really matters. Okay, let's do this. So the order is going to be the red guard. I need to find somewhere I can put these because I don't have a whole lot of space here. I'm going to go red guard, hatchet, and then the chaos demon. So things are about to get hard since we were playing incorrectly, but our red card goes first. And our red guard is going to do its... No, not that one. Yes, that one. It's movement of 2 with jump. And I don't think I get the shield. I think it's a separate attack. I think I'm interpreting it as a separate attack. I think that's what it is. We'll double check the rules, but I'm interpreting this as a separate attack. So we're going to do move 2 with jump. We need to find somewhere that we can discard our cards here to actually have discard space. So we're doing move 2 with jump. So we're going to go 1 and we're going to jump over this trap here with our jump. And then we're going to do our attack of 3 with range of 2 plus immobilize. And we also get that guy there. So we're doing an attack of 3 against Chaos Demon number 1 with a modifier of nothing, of course. Of course, literally the first card that comes up is preventing us from attacking. I can't say I'm surprised. All right, but he does still gain immobilize, so that is good. So Chaos Demon number 1 is going to gain immobilize until the end of the next turn. We are then going to move over to our Hatchet, who is going to use his move 3. We aren't going to gain the additional 2 because he is already, or he hasn't killed anyone yet. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Just going to put us beside the Chaos Demon here, which is bad. It's going to attack us. And then we're going to use our attack of 3. We're going to use our attack of 3, which is going to allow us to also gain an experience. That is the red guard. Put the experience over here. This is what happens when there's too many rules in a game, by the way, with a modifier of +1. So 3 + 1 against the Chaos Demon. He is going to take 4 damage, which is half his health. So we aren't doing it too bad. But yeah, this is what happens when there's too many rules in a game. And it's nice that everything is spread apart. But it makes it very complicated trying to remember everything. Because clearly I missed some rules even though I was going through everything. And I also, for some reason, don't know if these are separate attacks or not. They seem like separate attacks. But that's going to end our action. So it's going to go to the Chaos Demons, starting with Chaos Demon number 1. Now, he has a movement of 3 - 1, so he's moving 2, but he is immobilized, so he's staying here. However, he is in range of the Hatchet to attack, so he's doing an attack of 3 + 1 plus a modifier. Is that how that works? So he's doing an attack of 3 + 1 plus 0. So he's doing 4 damage. Never allow your hit points to drop below half. So we're doing okay. below half is all right. Because 4 is half of our hit points. It is not below half, so we are okay. Now this Chaos Demon is going to move 2 towards us. Man, this game is about to get hard. This game is about to get hard. And that is going to end the turn. So we are going to see what the Chaos Demons have going on next here. So they're doing an attack of +0, but they're only attacking the 2 spaces above them. So long as I do not stand in either of those spaces, I will be safe this turn. So that's good. So I think what we're going to try and do with the hatchet here is we're going to try and take out this Chaos Demon. Do I have another attack? Most of my attacks are ranged attacks, so we're going to have to back off a little bit. We could do this, but we'd have to get a ×2 to be able to kill it. I don't want to, definitely don't want to rely on that. Place 1 of your character tokens on this card. Do I have a bottom attack move? Move 3, move 3, move 3. Double the value of your next attack, but we'd have to discard the card. But we could potentially take him out with just this basic attack, which wouldn't be bad. Maybe we'll give that a shot. We could try and move out of range of him because he can't move this turn. So we could try and focus on Chaos Demon number 4 and try and take him out. But I'd have to move to be able to do that. I'd have to move and attack. So if we're not doing that this turn, I think we might try and use our attack of 6 to try and take out this Chaos Demon, which is a shame, but I think it's just what we have to do. Or we could use the push to just push this Chaos Demon backwards, and he can't attack us, so that wouldn't be too bad. I think that's the strategy we're going to go with here. They're at 13, so they're going first, unless I have something less than 13, which I don't. I might with the red guard, but I definitely don't with the hatchet. So I need to see if I can heal the hatchet up a little bit here, because the Chaos Demon... Oh, but I'm not in range of their attack, so I should actually be okay for the time being. We are all right if they go first. That's okay. Because even if they move, they're not going to move into the poison traps. They're smarter than that. And their attacks are going to attack backwards. So I think we're safe this turn. I think we're safe this turn. So what we're going to do we have any range attacks? The next 5 enemies, the next 5 times an enemy enters a hex adjacent to you. They suffer 2 damage. I think we might try and go with that, because they are going to move towards us. Do I have an attack on the bottom somewhere? I do have an attack of 2, but no fire, so we can't add wound. But doing some damage would be good. So I think we're going this. We're going 6 with the red guard. Hopefully we'll actually get to attack. And then we're going to be going... Well, I had a plan with the ranger here. What was I going to do? I think we were just going to try and take this guy out, seeing as he's not going to be able to attack anyway, and there's no point in wasting this 6. So if we do this 6, do I have a bottom attack? Wasn't paying attention if I have a bottom attack or not. Move, move. Double the value of your next attack. That would be useful. Attack of 2, attack of 3 at range 2, and we're doubling it, so we'd get 6. Oh no, where to go? We'd get 6 and we wouldn't have to discard it. Attack of 3 at range 2, and if we use a wind, which we don't have up, so that wouldn't work. double the value of your next attack, but we'll have to discard that card. That's okay though. So we're going 35. So it's going to be red guard, then the Chaos Demons, and then the Hatchet, I think is what's happening here. Double the value of your next attack this round, but it's going to be discarded. And attack 3 at range of 2. I think that's the best way to do this. Okay, so it is red guard, Chaos Demon, and then Hatchets. So the red guard is going to activate... Oh, I did this very wrong. I did this very wrong because I can't attack with that bottom attack. Shield, move. Okay, we're going to do this instead. This is my fault. This was definitely my fault. I apologize. We're going to hold off on that because I thought we were going to be going second and the Chaos Demons would have moved towards us, but then this wouldn't have been useful. So we're actually going to go like this. So we're going to use our Flame Shroud. If I can find somewhere to put it here. We're going to use our Flame Shroud. We got 1 token on the thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we are going to use our... Oh, and I guess that gives us fire. And we're going to use our heal of 2 at range of 2 to heal the Hatchet by 2 points. So the Hatchet's going to go up to 6, prolonging our challenge there. That's going to end the red guard. It's going to go on to the Chaos Demons, who have a movement of 3 minus 1, so a movement of 2. He is going to move... well, Chaos Demon number 1 can't move. This is the last turn for his thing, but this guy's going to move 1 towards the red guard, and he's going to suffer 1 damage. And he's going to be doing an attack of 0 to something that cannot affect us, number 4, because it is attacking in the opposite direction. So we are safe from those attacks. Similar with the other Chaos Demon, he's attacking in the opposite direction. So we are safe. So that's going to bring us to the Hatchet, who is going to use double the value of your next attack this round, but this is going to end up getting discarded. So that's going to be discarded at the end of the round. And then we're going to use our attack of 3 at range 2. We aren't going to gain the additional effect because we don't have any wind in our waning. But we are going to use attack 3 at range 2 times 2. So an attack of 6 at range 2 plus 0. So this Chaos Demon is going to take 6 damage. That puts him at 7 damage, 1 damage away from being killed, and that is going to end this round. We are going to head into our next round. We've got a movement of -2, priority 67. They have an attack of +1, sorry, so they're doing 4 attack. And they're also doing push 2. But and if they use, what is that? If they use a woodland token, it attacks the 2 spaces. However, we do not have woodland tokens. Now, if there is a woodland token on, they have to use it, which means they would have to use that attack of those 2 specific squares. So I'm wondering if I have anything that gives me a woodland token. I don't think I do, though. I have a lot of fire. I have a lot of fire things. This would give me an ice. Oh, you know what I could do, though? I could use my mana potion in order to infuse a woodland token. And that would force them to attack with that bottom attack there. So maybe that's something that we'll do, because we haven't really been using these mana potions at all. So what do we got with the red guard here? Do we have an attack? We could do this attack of 2. They're priority 57. Sorry, 67. And he only has 1 HP left, so we might actually be able to use this pretty good. We would also inflict wound and gain 1 experience because we have a fire token. And then I think we would just start moving towards the door. So do we have a decent movement on the top? We don't. Attack 3, immobilize. But we do have this attack 2 that we could use instead. Target 1 enemy within 2 hexes. It is within 2 hexes, but we need to use something shorter, so we need a movement. So we're gonna go with this to have the movement. We're gonna go 32 with the red guard. And for the hatchet, can we take out number 1 here? It is no longer immobilized. It has 4 damage. We need to do another 4 damage to it. Now we could do this attack of 3 at range of 3 if we can get away from it a little bit here. So we could do this movement of 3 plus wind and then do an attack of 3. I think that's what we're gonna try and do here. We should have to hope that we get a +1 in order to kill it. So that's going to put us with Hatchet, Redguard, and then Chaos Demon as our turn order. I keep saying Chaos instead of Chaos. I don't know why, but it's happening. It is happening. So we're going to start off with the Hatchet. We're going to use our movement of 3, which is also going to allow us to imbue a wind. So we're going to go 1, 2, spot here, 3. And then we're going to use our attack of 3 at range 3 to attack Chaos Demon number 1 up here for 3 damage, -1. So we are going to be doing 2 damage to Chaos Demon number 1. We're just going to take this one off here and put a 3 on it. And then that is going to bring us to the Hatchet, who is going to use their movement of 3. Oh, no, wait. Sorry, we're attacking first. We're using our attack of 2. So we're going to be doing target 1 enemy within 2 hexes and disarm. So we're doing an attack of 2. Now, I'm wondering if I should... Chaos Demon number 1 currently has... Oh, no, it doesn't. I was going to say currently has the Hatchet in their sights. Regardless of what happens here, I think the Chaos Demon's going to is going to attack our Hatchet. So I think we might be out of luck here. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our attack of 2 plus disarm to come after... number 4 here. Or maybe we may as well just go for number 1. It does have more hit points left. So we're going to go number 1. Oh, right. We did imbue the leaf, though, so it's not actually doing that double attack. But it will still be able to move towards us because it has a movement of 1 still. Anyways, I'm getting distracted here trying to visualize all this. We're going to be using our attack of 2. Target 1 enemy within 2 hexes to cause disarm. So wait, we can do an attack of 2 and target 1 enemy within 2 hexes. So I'm wondering if I can attack this guy and then disarm this guy. I think that's what it's saying, is that we do an attack of 2, because it's a physical attack. It's not a range attack. And then we target 1 enemy within 2 hexes and disarm. So that could be pretty good. So I think what's going to happen is we're going to attack number 4 here for 2 damage with a modifier of ×2. Of course, now I get a ×2, and we're going to have to shuffle our deck. So with ×2, so that's going to kill Chaos Demon number 4 by adding another 4 damage onto it. And then we are going to do our movement of 3. Oh no, we're also going to do our disarm within 2. So Chaos Demon number 1 is going to become disarmed. which I believe means that he can't attack this turn. Disarm, cannot attack. Remove at the end of the next turn. Nice. Okay, and then we're gonna disarm. So we are disarming number 1. And then we're gonna do our movement of 3, I think. We can't end next to the hatchet, so 1, 2, 3, that would be beside. So I think we're just going to use it to go up 1 here, get a little bit closer at least. And then that would bring us to the Chaos Demons, who have a movement of 1, so it is going to move 1 closer. However, it can't attack us because it has been disarmed, so we are safe from being attacked. So that works. We are moving on to the next round. That was my discard. And now we're going to be using an attack of 2 on all adjacent. I think that is what we're going with because we want to take him out before we start heading towards the door, because we're going to have another Chaos Demon to deal with. And then we are going to pull. This is one that I'm going to want to use once we get up there, so I don't want to worry about that yet. And then we're probably just going to use this movement of 3. So our Chaos Demons are at initiative 98, Hungry Maw. Attack. They can use any resource to cast Disarm. Well, luckily it's probably going to be dead, so that's good. Okay, so we're going... It doesn't matter what order we do these in because he's at 98. The hatchet is going to probably start moving up towards the door there. 1, 2, 3. So we have a movement of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could attack it. Oh, I thought it had a range of 4 somewhere. I do not have a range of 4. It must be on one of the ones I've... Oh, I'm looking through my discards. Stupid me. Should probably look at the actual cards. I do have a range of 4 right there. I thought I did. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use, I think, this move of 3 with jump. And then we're going to just try and do some damage with this attack of 2 at range 4. Add +2 attack. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. We don't have that. So that's okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is that. So our order is still Hatchet, Redguard, Chaos Demon. So our Hatchet is going to go first. He's going to use his movement of 3 plus jump in order to come and kick down this door. So door number 1 has been opened up. Now we do not have any additional text yet, but we are slowly continuing on into the depths of this dungeon. And then we are going to use our attack of 2 at range of 4 to try and come after Chaos Demon number 2 here. So we're doing an attack of 2 with a +1. So Chaos Demon number 2 is going to be taking 3 damage. And that's going to move us to those guys, because once the door opens, they get to take their move. So we need to choose the Zealot. So it's going to go Zealot, who's an elite, so it goes Zealot first anyway. And then the Chaos Demon, so the Zealot has a movement of 2 spaces, which he is blocked by the Chaos Demon, and he's not stupid enough to go into a trap, so he's just going to move 1 space forward. He isn't going to be able to attack us. The Chaos Demon is using a Hungry Maw, so he has a movement of 3 -1, so he's going to move 2 spaces forward towards us. And he is going to do an attack of 1 that cannot hit anybody, so that is okay. And that's going to bring us back to the hatchet before this Chaos Demon gets his turn. But even if he is disarmed, so it wouldn't be able to attack anyway. So the Hatchet, sorry, not the hatchet, the red guard is going to use his attack of 2. We're not going to use our fire. Well, actually, we will use our fire to gain the 1 experience, I think. So we're going to use our attack of 2. We're going to gain 1 experience on the red guard. We're going to attack Chaos Demon number 1 for... Oh no, I had to reshuffle right. For 2 minus 1, which is going to do 1 damage to the Chaos Demon, which, damn, puts it up to 7 damage, which is unfortunate, but at least he is still immobilized for the time being. That was our top attack. Oh, that was our bottom attack. So we could use our top attack to try and take him out. I probably should use my top attack first. 3 minus 1. We're just gonna slowly switch those cards. We're gonna use our attack of 3 at -1 for 2 damage, which is going to give us the 8 damage we need to take out this Chaos Demon. I know, I'm cheating. It's okay. I know I made a movement, but it's all good. It's fine. And then we're just going to use our basic movement of 2 to get closer to the door. So we're going to come up this way. Still have not gone beside our hatchet, which is good. And that is going to end the round. It's going to bring us into the final round before we have to do a rest. So our Chaos Demon. Oh, I was supposed to shuffle after this Hungry Maw. Let's shuffle that up quick. Always got to remember to shuffle the monster decks. Oh god, our Chaos Demon is doing 1. It is priority 1. This thing is going first. I do not have something less than 1. And it is going to be using Heal Blaster at a range of 3. We are getting attacked. Oh, sorry, Heat Blaster. Heat Blaster. And dang, it's going to consume that thing and put Wound on us. What does Wound do again? Suffer 1 damage at the start of each turn. Remove when healed. Damn, I'm going to have to heal him with the red guard next turn, I guess. Because I do have that range of 2 to heal. And we will be getting stuff back next turn. So if that's what's discarded, I'm going to have to take a hit to make sure that that doesn't get discarded, because that would be unfortunate. So what are we doing here? We are not going first. So I think we're going to end up doing this attack of 2 and then a movement, but it's coming towards us. Well, actually, I guess it won't be coming towards us. It's going to be staying. It's going to be staying where it is because it has to do a range attack. So it's not going to be moving forward because it's not stupid. So I'd have to move towards it if I wanted to do an attack. So I would be doing move 1, all adjacent enemies suffer 2. But that would get it discarded. Huh. This is a tricky one. This is a tricky one for sure. For sure. These aren't I guess we're just going to try and take priority here. But that's a pretty rough last 2 cards. Attack of 3 at range 2. I am not at range 2 and I can't move forward yet because I don't want to be beside the hatchets. But I guess we're also going to go priority here. So we're just gonna go with it. The order is Chaos Demon, and then the Red Guard, and then the Hatchet, and then the Zealot. Which I guess we need our Zealot token now that that has been brought onto the field. So that Elite Zealot has 8 HP, which is quite a bit. So the Chaos Demon's going first. It is not going to be moving because it's not dumb and it wants to use its range attack. It's going to be doing an attack of 3 minus 1, so it's going to be doing 2 with a modifier of -2, thank God. But we are still going to be taking wound because it can consume this fire. So we have been wounded, and we are going to be taking 1 damage at the start of each turn. And I assume that's when I go to do my attack is when I take that damage. So that's going to be the Chaos Demon's turn. Now we're coming to the Red Guard, which, man, we just do not have a whole... If I could move forward, I could get some attacks going on here, but because the hatchet is in the way, and I don't have a range of 3, so it wouldn't even matter all that much, even if I had moved the hatchet first. What's our Chaos Demon at? It's at 3, eh? Ah, jeez. You know what? I think I'm actually doing a little reordering here. I'm going to reorder so that the hatchet goes first. I'm going to try not to do this as much as possible, but just kind of visualizing my cards here. We're going to make the hatchet go first. We're going to use this, what is it here? Attack 1, 1, 2. I guess I don't really want to be closer than I need to be. You know what? Well, we are going to keep the Red Guard first. So much changing, but technically I'm not cheating now. We're still going with the Red Guard first. That's how we originally planned it. That's what I'm going with anyway. We are going to use our basic action of moving 2 to come back a little bit here. We're going to do some regrouping. And then our attack at the top here isn't going to matter. It's not going to do anything for us. And then that's going to bring us to the hatchet. And the hatchet is also going to use his basic movement of 2 in order to back off a little bit. So he's going to come back just 1 space. He's going to come back 1 space. And then we're going to use our attack of 1 at range 3 to also inflict muddle. So it's going to be gaining disadvantage on any attacks that it does for the next couple turns. Well, the next turn at least. And we're going to be doing an attack of 1 plus 1. So Chaos Demon number 2 here is going to take 2 damage. He has 3 hit points left. That ends that. The Zealot is now up. He has a +0/+0, so he's just going to be doing a movement of 2, getting a little closer to us, and that is going to end the round. So these guys are both drawing, and we need to do a short rest to get our cards back. I should have only pushed back 1. I didn't mean to go back 2. Also, I need to take 1 damage because of that wound. So we are down to 5 damage on the hatchet. And we have to discard... this is a good card. We are about to heal ourselves. I think we're going to take a damage to keep this one, because it's a pretty good card. It gives us +3 on an attack, which is nice. So we are going to be discarding our attack of 3 at range 2 with push. That's okay. I can deal with that. And our Red Guard is going to have to discard. Okay, we are discarding heal 4 to self and move 3. That's okay. So, let's get into this. I think we have to try and attack that Chaos Demon with the hatchet here. We have 13 and 19, so it looks like that Chaos is going first again. But what we will do is we will... He has, what, 3 damage left? I could do this heal 6 to self, but I'd have to discard the card. I think we just have to try and take out the Chaos Demon. So we're going to do that, and we just need a throwaway card. It's probably going to be to move forward. Do I have anything? Do I have any movement with jump? Do I have a large amount of movement with jump? I have a movement of 3 with jump. 1, 2. Well, not quite. Although I guess I could do 1, 2, 3. I could get up to that treasure chest. It's not too bad. Maybe we'll do that. We'll give that a shot. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So we're at 17 with the hatchet. And what can we do? I want to go second here so we can try and get an attack off. So I think what I want to do is I want to try and immobilize that zealot, but oh, this one could work. I have to get within range of 2 though. Movement of 6 with jump, but I'd have to discard. Movement of 3, 1, 2, 3. I wouldn't be within range. I'd have to use that movement of 6 to get in the proper range. So it looks like that might be what we're doing. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That actually might be better. I think I want to go first with the red guard in this situation. I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to work out. Oh, I'm supposed to be healing the hatchet. Does the hatchet have a self-heal? Heal 6 to self, but discard. Do I have any smaller heals? I think that's the only heal that we have. But we gain 2 experience for it, I guess. So we might just have to... Do I have an attack on the bottom, a range attack? I don't. But I do have a movement of 3 with push 2. That's not too bad. Oh, you know what? I actually have a really good idea here for the red guard. So what we're going to do is I think we're going to use up this card to heal ourselves. And we're going to try and do an attack of 2 at range 4. So we're going to go 18. So it looks like the Chaos is going to attack us first, which slightly dampens my plan a little bit. A tiny bit. Do I have a better attack if that's the case? Because he's going to be right beside us. Attack of 2 at range. I guess we're doing attack of 3. Okay, so our order is going to be the Chaos, the Red Guard, the Hatchet, and the Zealot. Same order as before. So Chaos Demon is going first. These guys move extremely quick, apparently. And he has a movement of -1, so he's going to be moving 2 spaces towards us, which puts him on the door. That sucks. And then he is going to be attacking us for an attack of 3 + 0 Oh, but he attacks these two spaces. Or I guess these two spaces. So I guess we're safe, right? Anytime a figure attacks the Chaos Demon this round, that figure suffers 2 damage. But it's attacking these two spaces, so we're safe. It just moves towards us. Dang. Dang. I wasn't paying attention to how it attacks. I'm okay with this. So it's going to move on to the red guard then, I guess. And we are going to use our movement of 6 with jump, which is going to get discarded. We gain 1 experience for using it. And we are going to go 1, 2. I guess we jump over this for 3, 4, 5, 6. Onto this treasure. We're jumping this trap to get over here. At least I think that's how it works. That's how we're going to do it. That's how we're going to do it. Well, if that's the case, what? I was here, so it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 1 beside. We're just saying we can jump it. I know it's technically diagonal, but we are jumping this tile to get to this tile. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use our attack of 2 at range of 2. We don't have 2 targets anymore, but that's okay. So we're going to use it against the Zealot. So we're doing an attack of 2 with a modifier of -2. Dang. So we're doing 0 damage, but we get a pull of 1. We're going to pull him towards us here. He's going to suffer 3 damage from activating that trap. This goes over here. He is going to suffer 3 damage from activating that trap. Zealot's number 3. And we are also going to use our Fateful Compass, which is going to be discarded for the rest of the turn. For the rest of the game, or the rest of this scenario, sorry. And we can use, we can force 1 enemy within a range of 3 to move 2 action spaces of our choice. So what we're going to do is we are going to put this up here because it's been used. We're going to make him move 1 space here to take another 3 damage. So that is 6 damage. And he is going to make another movement to right there. That is going to end the turn for the red guard, which is going to bring us to the hatchet. Now, we are going to do our attack of 2 to the Chaos Demon here, is now beside us. So we're doing an attack of 2 with a modifier, God, of course, with a modifier of nothing. So that is just done. We did not do any attack. That is quite unfortunate. This keeps happening, and I am losing my patience with these do-nothing attacks. And then we're going to heal ourselves for 6, which is going to put us back up to our maximum of 8. And it's going to put our win to strong, and we're going to gain 2 experience, but we have to discard that card. So we gain 2 experience. We go back up to 8 HP. And that is going to end our turn. It is now the Zealot's turn, who is doing a movement of +1 with jump. So he's going to be moving 3 spaces. So he's going to go just 1. He's doing an attack of 2 - 1. So he's doing an attack of 1 with a modifier of +0. So our red guard's going to take 1 damage. And our red guard has also become cursed. This is gone because I healed myself. And I suppose I would have taken 1 damage at the beginning of the turn, but we healed ourselves to get all the damage back anyway, so it is all good. 1 damage. We become cursed from the attack. The wind is already up there, so we need to add 1 curse card into our deck, which is unfortunate because that means more things are going to try and kill us. Okay, it's there. And that is going to end the round. We are now moving on to the next round here. Okay, 67, 65. This is perfect. We're going to be able to take both of these guys out this turn, hopefully. We're definitely going to be taking out this Chaos Demon because we are going to use our attack of 2 here, which is fine because they're both in the 60s. And then I think we're just going to use a movement to push forward. We have to start getting towards that door. Move 2. I think move 3 is our best option here. So we're going to be doing our attack of 2, and we're going to be doing our movement of 3. So we're at 46 with the hatchets, and our red guard is going to attempt to take out this zealot who is dead. Oh, the zealot's dead, which means I never got attacked and I never got cursed. Oh, no. No. He's an elite. But it also means that I got wounded. The red guard got wounded. He's an elite. That's why he wasn't dead. I was like, whoa, hold on. Zealots have 6 HP, but no. The zealot here has 8 HP, sorry. Alrighty, what are we doing? Target all adjacent enemies. Gain 1 experience. I think that's what we're going to be going with. We're going to be trying to take out this zealot. And then we are going to take a movement. Heal 2 at range of 2. I mean, technically the red guard isn't with range of 2. Can it be a self-heal? I don't think I have my self-heal anymore. Nope, my self-heal is gone. I mean, I'm under the impression that you can use this heal to heal yourself. It says within range of 2. You are within range of 2. Also, I was supposed to pick up this chest. I never pay attention to these things. So we have, what was that, chest number 9? So let's see what chest number 9 is in our glossary here. The red guard is going to be gaining 5 pieces of gold. Maybe I should have taken that other, one, dang. Okay, 5 pieces of gold for the red guard. Okay, and we are now choosing our cards. We are now... Oh, the zealot was supposed to take 1 damage because of coming into the thing here. I always forget that this card is active. So at least that puts him a little closer to being dead. Makes it a little easier for us. So we're going to use our attack of 2. And then I think we're just going to use some movement. But maybe we should use this heal on ourself, because I believe that you can use this heal on yourself. That's what we're going to be doing. I am within range of 2. So I think that is how that works. So our current order is going to be red guard, hatchet, zealot, and then chaos demon. So our red guard goes first. First thing he's going to do is use his attack of 2 against the zealot with a modifier of +1. So the zealot is going to be taking 3 damage, which is going to kill it. And then we are going to be using our heal 2 at range of 2 to heal ourselves, because we are within range of 2, which is going to get rid of our wound. And it will put us back up to 10 HP, because we would have been down to 8 from suffering wound at the beginning of the turn. And that's going to bring us back up to 10. And then that's going to bring us to the hatchet, who is going to use his standard attack of 2 against the Chaos Demon number 2 here with a modifier of ×2, of course. I could have used that at a different time. That would have been good. But that is going to kill the Chaos Demon as well, as that will far exceed its HP. Also, all these Chaos Demons have been attacking with Muddle, and I definitely haven't been putting Muddle on my guys. Whoops. That is my fault. And then we're going to use our movement of 3 with our wind, which is already all the way up there, so we don't have to worry about that. That is going to end the round. No new cards for enemies are being drawn because they aren't currently here, but we do need to get towards that door. 1, 2, 3. Do I have a top movement on anything? I don't. It's going to take us at least 2 more in order to get in there. Do I have a high movement on this guy still? I think I used my movement of 6 already. Oh yeah, I did. It was the red guard who had the movement of 6. So it's going to take me 2 turns at least to get into the back room there. So I think we just have to try and not... I think we have to try and not barge in there until after we take these guys out. So we're going to be using a movement of 3. And then our other one doesn't really matter. And we're going to be using a movement of 3, and our other one doesn't really matter. I did these the wrong way. So our current turn order is going to be Redguard and then Hatchet. So we are going to be using movement of 3 in order to move up a little bit. 1, 2, 3. And then we would get that strong. And then we're just going to use our attack for a whole lot of nothing. Going to go to our Redguard now. We're going to use our movement of 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we are going to attack for nothing. Who would have guessed? Brings us to our next turn. So we are going to, I think, just use our standard movement of 2 here, because that's really all we got. So we're just going to be using our movement of 2. And then we're going to be using our movement of 3 with jump, because I don't want to mess that up. So it is going Hatchet and then Redguard. So our Hatchet's going first. He's going to be using his movement of 3 plus jump, because I don't want to discard this card. Although I guess that would only be if I use the bottom one. We're going to be using our movement of 3 with jump. We're going to open this door. The door has been opened, guys. We finally got to the back room. To signify it's been opened. As horrid as those creatures were, nothing could quite prepare you for what lies beyond this final stone door. A huge cocoon of bloody flesh pulsates madly in front of you, bulbous and wrong. Its seeping fluid drips to the floor as it thrashes with malevolence. The Nexus needs only a little more energy, yells a robed man, looking to you in a panic. We'll just have to take yours. Special rules. The blood tumor starts the scenario with C times 4 damage. So it's starting the scenario with 8 damage. That's pretty crazy. Anytime any figure other than the blood tumor suffers damage, the blood tumor heals that amount of damage. If the blood tumor is ever at its maximum hit point value, the scenario is lost. Well, shit. That's pretty intense. So basically we're trying to avoid the zealots here and just attack the blood tumor. Because if we attack the zealots, that's going to heal him. And if we kill both of them, that's going to heal him for a max of 12 damage. Now he has 20 damage. And it says if he ever heals up to full damage. then we lose, basically. I'm assuming it means that it burst, whatever's inside of it's going to burst out and murder us. So I think we have to just try and avoid the zealots here and mostly attack those guys. So we have entered, and we have one more movement here. Now that we've entered, they get to do their attack. Anytime any figure other than the blood tumor suffers damage, the blood tumor heals that amount of damage. Does it start? One heal to self is its attack. Oh no. It starts at 1 HP and it heals every time damage is done. So it starts with 1 HP. Okay. I need to somehow keep track of this. I am going to, if I can reach it here, I'm going to use one of the other character, I just knocked the thing. I'm going to use one of the other character trackers in order to keep track of the boss's health here. Because it is going to be quite useful, I think. It's going to be pretty helpful. I knocked the camera here. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so our boss currently has 1 HP. We are just going to keep that right over here. It currently has 1 hit points, and any damage that gets done gives it hit points, and we can't let it get to 20 health or we die. So basically we just want to attack it as quick as we can, but these zealots and the boss get to attack us because we just broke the door down. So the boss is going to be doing special number 1 at priority 85, and the zealots are going to be doing drain life, which is going to heal them, but luckily we haven't done any damage to them yet, so it's not going to do much. Okay, so I do have to finish my action still. I used my movements, and I still have this action before they attack. So I do have an attack of 1 at range 3 to 3 enemies. We could potentially end this right now, provided I don't get a bad modifier. And it also puts muddle on stuff. So it would put muddle on both of the zealots. It wouldn't put muddle on the blood tumor because it can't gain muddle. But I think that's what we're going to go with. We could potentially end this right here. If we get a good draw, but knowing my luck, this is going to be do nothing. It's going to negate my attack. So we are currently doing 1 damage to zealot number 6. Zealot number 1, and the blood tumor with a modifier of ×2. So we're doing 2 damage to that's crazy that pulled up on the top. We're doing 2 damage to everything. Zealot number 1 gains 2 damage. Zealot number 6 gains 2 damage. And the blood tumor gains 2 damage, which is going to roll the blood tumor down to 0 damage, which means that we just took this guy out pretty much right away. That's pretty crazy. We've completed the scenario because our goal of the scenario was to kill the blood tumor, and luckily we killed it before everyone got an attack. Before anyone even got an attack in, we managed to take out the blood tumor. So it's a good thing that we still had that extra attack there. That was crazy. That was great. Where is our conclusion? Up here. The bloody sack explodes into a shower of viscera and goo, and the zealots who spent so much energy trying to protect it collapse to the ground. It is quite the awful, putrid mess, but at least it's over. And then one of the dying men laughs. Rah, rah, rah. You think this will save your city? Doom approaches as more of our experiments grow in power. Gloomhaven will soon be engulfed in flames, and screams will echo throughout the streets. The blood god will consume you all. Bleh. And then he dies. Your thoughts return to the widow Sandy, and you grab the man, demanding to know where Roland and these other experiments are, but he's gone. Bleh. Now he's dead. Instead, you grab a chunk of the tumor and decide to bring it to the university. Perhaps the researchers there can use it to shed some more light on the situation. Rewards: 25 experience each. New location: corrupted research. Scenario number 6. So each player has gained 25 experience plus any experience that they gained for the round, which is pretty crazy. So let's see what we've got as far as our character sheets go. This guy here, these guys here. Okay, so let's see what we've got for our red guard. I have a pencil around here somewhere. So our red guard is going to gain 25 experience plus 2 experience, and we also were able to do our recluse goal, which never had us ending a turn beside the hatchet. So we are going to gain another check mark, and we're going to gain 25 experience, which is going to put us up to, 25 plus 2. So we're going to gain 27 experience, which is going to put us up to 60 experience points, which puts us at level 2. Now, leveling up allows us to select another perk, as well as increase our total hit points based on the level 2 underneath our character card. So our red guard is now going to have 12 maximum HP, and we are allowed to choose another perk. And I think that perk is going to be removing one -2 card and adding a +1. Like I was saying before, I really want to get those detrimental cards out of my deck. So we're going to be taking out one of these -2s. Oh, I accidentally put my hatchet card in there. We also need to get rid of this. But we're going to be taking out a -2, if I can find the -2. Okay, our next 2 draws were detrimental, so that could have been bad. We're going to take out these -2s, and we're going to add a +1 into our deck. That's what it said, right? Remove a -2 and add a +1. Halt, do not open this pack of cards until you're directed to do so. Do these have a separate number on them so that I can... I guess they technically do. If we want to reset the decks, guess we have to resort everything by number. Okay, so we're adding a +1 into the deck. I wish it would have put a symbol or something on here so that it was easier to tell which characters... Or, sorry, what cards you started with. Not which characters. What cards you started with on each thing. But I guess we can just reverse engineer the perks in order to get everything back to normal. Okay, so we have got a new perk for the red guard. Now, do we have anything else here? We gained level 2. We got our perk for leveling up. We have all this gold. Each gold is worth 2 gold, so we get an additional 10 gold, which is going to put us at 13 gold total. And I think that is everything for the red guard. So let's see what we got for the Iron Hatchet. The Iron Hatchet gained 25 plus 3 experience, so he gained 28 experience total, which is going to put him at 68 experience total, which also puts him to level 2. And I think we are going to Do I have other minuses? I could get rid of my other -1s. I don't know if I have any -2s in here. I don't have a thing to remove a -2. But I think I'm going to get rid of my other -2s because then I only have +0s. Or sorry, my other -1s. Because then I only have +0s, which at least I'm still doing an attack. And then subsequent ones, we're going to start adding these +1s to get rid of our zeros. So I think we're taking out the other two -1s from our hatchet deck here. So there's a -1 and there's a -1. So we do have one -1 and one -2 left, but that's not terrible. It could certainly be a whole lot worse. So these are our other hatchets that have been taken out. We now have 4 -1s taken out. We have a lot of minus cards in the hatchet deck. I just realized that because there's still another 2 in there. That's crazy. Okay, so that is all done up. Perks are done. We also completed our diehard of not allowing our hit points to drop below half. We did get to half, but it didn't drop below half. So we are going to gain another check mark. Where are these guys? Right here. And that is going to bring us to town. That's going to bring us to town. We have to do a city event. They are all over here. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, whoops, I just shuffled all the ones that we've already done in. We did those. The other one is already in there. That, I think, just got flipped over. We haven't done that one. Okay, this is everything. There's a saying, mess with the sleeping lion and you'll get the jaws. Today is one of those days where you earn that drink discount. You knock on the door of Zane, an orchid who switched from providing assurances to providing excuses. He opens up and you let him know it's time to settle his tab. Oh, come on, he sent the jaws, right? Okay. Problem is, you're a day early. I've got a lot of gold coming my way. Huge haul on some bets. Guaranteed money. You notice some packed bags inside the doorway. Zane speaks up. Oh, that's nothing. Was just my plan B. No big deal. Don't need that anymore. I'm rolling in cash, or at least I will be tomorrow. Heck, I'd even be willing to toss you something for the delay. Option A, not buying it. He pays up now. Option B, little trust goes a long way. Come back tomorrow. If this guy is now known for giving excuses, I have a bad feeling that if we let him wait, he's going to bail. He's not going to be there. We're going to get no money. So we're going option A. We are getting our payment right now. You shake Zane down for whatever he's got on him. He whines about not having the gold, but you gather enough to pay most of his debts. To make up for the differences, you help yourself to a trinket on your way out. It might be useful, or you could just pawn it for drinking money. Gain Oak Charm, item 26. So we gain the Oak Charm. Where is our deck? Item 26. Whoops. Get that back in there so it's not out of order. Item 26. There we go. Oh god, everything. These cards are so slippery. So, I was reading the supplemental rules for afterwards, seeing as we have completed the, I'm just dropping things all over the place. Seeing as we have completed all of our tutorial stuff, we now don't need the guidebook anymore. We have all the rules that we need in order to continue on with our journey at our own leisure, I guess is the proper way to say it. There's no more trying to learn rules and stuff, which is nice. So because of that, I did notice some rules that it said it didn't really get a chance to go over. One of those rules was actually that you technically cannot carry more than a certain amount of items, small items, I should say, while you are traveling. So I think we have to sell a certain amount of small items. Now, small items are determined, if I can pick this card up, by the little pouch at the bottom here. So I think we're only allowed to hold as many small items as our level divided by 2 rounded up. So we currently are only allowed to hold 1 small item. So I think what has to happen is we have to sell stuff in order to make up for having an overabundance of cards. I think that's basically what that means. So these are done. Where did my packets for the... I think it was this packet here, right? So because of that, let's see what this Oak Charm does first of all. During your turn, perform a Bless range of 5 action. So you can use range of 5 to add a beneficial card into someone's deck. That's actually pretty useful. And I think I want to keep that. Now that would be my small item, and I think I want, although this Fateful Compass is pretty good. Dang. So this guy isn't a thing, so we don't have to worry about that. But these guys and these guys, we all have to worry about. So I think what's going to happen here is we're going to be selling both of these mana potions. So each of our guys are going to get 5 gold. Anytime you sell an item, you get its gold value divided by 2, rounded up. So we're going to be selling these 2 mana potions. So each of our guys are going to get 5 gold. That puts the hatchet at 8. And that puts the red guard at 18. And I think, unfortunately, I think we're getting rid of this Oak Charm. Well, it's really good. I really like the benefits of the stamina potion. Now, I know I haven't really been using it, but being able to pull a card out of the discard can be super beneficial in order to use it again. So I think we're going to be selling this Oak Charm for 15 gold, which is going to put us at 23 total gold. So that's going to go back into the deck. These are going to go back into the deck. And that pretty much wraps up this scenario. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this scenario. Hopefully you will join me next time where we will be taking on scenario number 6, which was Corrupted Research. So until then, just remember that board games are for everybody, and I hope I will see you all then. But until then, peace.